Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, February 16, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Utah Jazz vs Los Angeles Lakers. The Jazz are back and rolling. They registered their 6th straight win as they beat the Houston Rockets 135-101 in their previous game. The Jazz are now comfortably atop the Northwest Division with a 36-21 record. The Lakers have been in awful form in the last week, which has seen them lose 4 of their last 5 games. They are also on a 3-game losing streak, which has pushed them to 26-31 for the season. They were beaten 117-115 by the Warriors in their previous game. The Jazz returned to winning ways, but after recording 6 wins in a row at home, they will be playing on the road. They must improve away from home if they want to finish the regular season among the top 4 teams in the West, and it looks like they are visiting the Lakers in a good moment for them to finally snap a 5-game losing streak on the road. The Utah Jazz will travel on Wednesday to take on the Los Angeles Lakers for the 2nd time this season. When these teams met on January 17, the Lakers emerged victorious by a final score of 101-95 after outscoring the Jazz by 12 points in the 4th quarter. On tonight's injury report, Utah has already ruled out Rudy Gobert, who is still working his way back from a right knee injury. Los Angeles has ruled out Carmelo Anthony and Avery Bradley. For cleaning the glass, when Gobert is off the court this season, the Jazz rank in the 86th percentile in offensive efficiency, but only the 30th percentile in defensive efficiency. However, Utah has been solid on both ends of the floor since January 24, ranking 11th in the NBA in offensive efficiency and 7th in defensive efficiency, despite Gobert playing only once during this span. In that same time period, the Lakers have been below league average, ranking 18th in the league in net rating. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook will each be on the floor tonight, barring on late-minute injury news. However, that has not exactly been a good thing for this group. When the Lakers' Big Three have shared the floor this season, they rank in only the 32nd percentile in offensive efficiency and the 51st percentile in defensive efficiency. Even with Gobert on the sidelines, the Jazz are the better team in this matchup. Across their last 7 games, Utah is outscoring their opponents by 12.6 points per 100 possessions. Los Angeles already beat Utah at Staples Center this season, allowing just 95 points to the best defense in the NBA. I am positive we're not going to see a similar scenario on Wednesday. In fact, I am backing the Jazz to win and cover here. Of course, the visitors will score 100+ points after managing to do so in each of their previous 8 games. The Lakers are looking old and worn out at the moment, while the Jazz are without injury-related problems and in form. Our first betting pick is Jazz at -5. For the 2nd time in a row, the Los Angeles Lakers didn't have luck and suffered a tight 2-point loss. This time around, after losing to Portland, the Lakers fell short 117-115 to the Golden State Warriors on the road. The rivals were pretty much tied in every segment, but one team had to win and the other to lose. Unlucky for the Lakers, they finished on the losing side. The Lakers covered a +6.5 spread, though, the first time in 3 games they covered to improve to a 25-32 ATS record. The Utah Jazz displayed one of their best defensive displays of the campaign by scoring 135 points in a 135-101 home win over the Houston Rockets. Quinn Snyder's team scored even 78 points in the opening half, and the Jazz had a 25-point lead at the interval, so the game was already decided. Utah shot 55.1% from the field and 45.0% from downtown, while the hosts dominated the boards, 53-33, and assists, 34-23. The Jazz covered a -15.5 spread with ease, which was the 5th straight time they managed to cover to improve to a 26-31 ATS record. Our second betting pick is under 227. Denver Nuggets vs Golden State Warriors. Coming into the game, Denver is led by the strong play of Nikola Jokic. On the season, the reigning MVP is averaging 25.8 points per game on a shooting percentage of 57%. Behind him is Will Barton, who is hitting 38% of his 3-point attempts on his way to 15.4 points per game. I know the Warriors will be eager to get revenge for that tight loss to the Nuggets from earlier this season, but I don't think they will have an easy job on Wednesday. Even if the hosts secure a win, I am pretty sure the Nuggets will put up a fight and complicate it for Golden State. With 4 wins in their last 5 games, the Nuggets enter tonight's contest against the Warriors as the more informed team. They are coming off a 121-111 home win over the Orlando Magic as Nikola Jokic put in another solid performance with 26 points, 15 rebounds and 7 assists. Having covered the spread in 6 of their last 7 games on the road, plus beating the Warriors on the road in the earlier meeting this season, they are in a good spot. Point guard Monty Morris could also return to the lineup as he recovers from a concussion injury. Golden State has cooled off a bit over the last 4 games, losing 3 of them, and the main reason is poor play on defense. Over their last 3 games they've given up 116.7 points per game, comparing that to a season average of 103.5, so we can see something isn't right. That something is the absence of Draymond Green, who is the leader of this team defensively. He is expected back after the All-Star break, but until then the Warriors will have to find a way to cope. The Warriors have failed to cover the spread in 6 straight games, and they'll once again be without Andre Iguodala, who is out with a back issue. The Nuggets have been performing well on the road lately, covering in 6 of their last 7 games. They are also 8-3 ATS in their last 11 games overall, and, having already beaten the Warriors 89-86 at Chase Center, I wouldn't be surprised if they did so again tonight. As the Warriors get set to host the Nuggets, they will be looking for a big scoring night from Stephen Curry, who is averaging 25.8 points per game. So far, Curry has knocked 38% of his 3-point attempts. Behind him are Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson, each contributing 17 points. Steve Kerr's team will have to play its best defense to contain Nikola Jokic, but we know that defending the reigning MVP is pretty much impossible. The Warriors are relatively good when it comes to ATS at home this season, 17-12-2, but considering how they are playing of late and the fact they didn't cover in the last 6 games, our first betting pick is Nuggets at +6. The Golden State Warriors didn't play well defensively in a 119-104 road loss to the Los Angeles Clippers, which came as a surprise given the injuries the home team is dealing with. The Clippers were the ones to dominate defensively by controlling Stephen Curry's teammates and keeping them to under 14 points, Poole, Wiggins, and Thompson. The Warriors, who have one of the best defenses in basketball, allowed 56.5% from the floor while shooting 45.3% on the other end. Golden State couldn't cover a -6 spread, the 6th consecutive time they failed to cover to drop to a 29-25 ATS record. The Denver Nuggets defeated the Orlando Magic 121-111 at home, mostly thanks to a strong showing in the opening quarter, in which they scored 19 and allowed only 14 points. Michael Malone's team was better in almost every segment, the Nuggets were only worse in turnovers, as they committed 23 opposite Orlando's 15. Denver didn't cover a -11 spread, which was the first time in 5 games the Nuggets failed to cover. They now drop to a 26-31 ATS record. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.